So for this first trip, I'm packing up my motorcycle with everything I need for the next few days. Now, what I'm going to do is get on the road and head to Lorton, Virginia, which is going to take me through DC one way or another. And at that point, I'm going to load the bike onto the auto train. From there, me and the motorcycle will ride the auto train down to Sanford, Florida. Once I get off in Sanford, Florida, I'm going to pack up and then ride to my dad's house in Crystal River.
What's your last name?
Ensley.
Okay. It's take a left here. Go through the open lane. You see that little shack over there? Take a left there and then a right.
Go immediately around the cone. And then you see what I'll walk over there. Come on.
Okay. Cool. There you go. So let me show you how this thing works. So basically you come in here and this is the door right here. I just have the curtains closed, but you come in the door and you end up with kind of this kind of room with these two seats in it that just kind of face each other. I got a lot of my gear on the other seat. There is a power cord, and you also have some controls over here. There's built-in music that I don't really care for, but it's there. And the ability to turn lights on and off, stuff like that. Now over here, what you have up top is this little bunk bed. So you'll see these little, rubber things. You just lift this latch and it comes down to be a bed. And then you kind of have this whole space as a bed. And then still below, you've got your seats, and let's see. Yeah, I can still totally sit down with the bed down. That's not a problem at all. Now these two, apparently, they can come together as well and become a bed. But then you have this really nice view out here as well. So, and a little table for you to eat on, I assume. Haven't done dinner yet. So that's how it works.
Oh yeah, if you were wondering about my bike, yeah, so it's pretty fun. So before we call it a day, we're going to take a quick trip down to the Withlacoochee River Dam. One interesting thing about the Withlacoochee River is that it's a natural river that's been cut in half by a man-made canal, known as the Barge Canal. Now you can see one part of the river down here that feeds into the Barge Canal, and then up here there's just a small trench drawn to feed into the other half of the river that goes out to the Gulf of Mexico. So this was actually a project that was going to eventually allow barges to pass through Florida. Now, that never came to fruition, and unfortunately, the river did end up getting maimed because of it. But I'd like to think today we would be a little bit more careful in our decision making. If you're lucky, your first ride off-road will go something like this.
Oh! Okay, let me...
But that is not what happened my first time.
That was fun. Yeah, so to lift.
You want help?
Yeah, help
For
is
this
probably
bike,
good, right?
Do it forwards with this bike. This bike's not that heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Grab the handlebars with one hand, right here.
Okay.
And grab your rear rack with your other hand. And then just lift, and it should come right up.
Okay. You sure I'm not gonna hurt my back this way?
Yeah, I'll help you if you need it. Ready? Yeah.
Okay. See.
That's sugar sand.
This is Kirk.
So Mark, how are your first 2 times laying down the bike?
Kirk's my brother, and he's been riding motorcycles for a lot longer than I have. He also 3D prints things for a living and would love if you visit his Etsy store.
Okay. Everything seems to be in one piece. Whew.
This is my dad.
Sorry about that. I forgot how sandy this corner is.
We're gonna go that way.
I think Mussolini would be proud of this bike.
And this is what he's riding. This is Jake. Jake is also my brother and better at riding motorcycles than me. And this is what he's riding.
Yes, that's my logic. I thought I saw on the other side there was a tree across it, but
That might be that other trail.
What about that big thing under across it? Isn't that gonna be a problem?
No.
Okay.
This is your first example in how to get through stuff that looks like you can't get through it.
As long as you go first.
Yep.
Mark, the only advice I can give you
Yeah.
is all your concentration, every single bit of it, be on keeping the bike straight. Not letting the sand catch the tire.
Oh, don't worry. You had my attention. The tension was not the problem.
When we went over the Withlacoochee Forest,
Yeah.
it's been a long time since I rode.
Yeah.
It was all I could do to concentrate completely on keeping that wheel straight.
Yeah.
The thing for sand for me is you can't really steer in sand, and you should never expect to be able to steer.
Right.
You gotta kind of go with the flow,
Right,
but
you gotta-
also
you
fight
gotta-
the flow that's gonna kill you.
But you got to keep the wheel from turning like that on you.
Yeah. It's
So fight the flow. Flow is for the wheel to turn.
Fight the
You do
flow.
not want the wheel to turn.
you
Fight
have
the
to
flow.
you have to guide the flow. Is probably the best way I can describe it. You can't force the bike to
Oh,
do
yeah.
something, but you can suggest it do it.
Oh yeah, I don't try to keep it perfectly straight because that ain't going to happen, but I don't let it turn all the way on me and jump me.
It will get everyone eventually. Especially on a bike like mine.
Yeah.
It is pretty squirrely.
We do have to think about if we want to end up at Peck's Cove smelling like pigs because we're so sweaty.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah.
I really won't if you go by Uncle David and shower.
Just put the salt in your head.
I'll let you go first, Mark.
Okay. Hold on.
Watch out for branches like that when they fly out.
I hear bike noises. Very weird.
Okay. Rico.
Yep, go right there.
Woohoo!